Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your Daily Dose. We're on the Marine account again, continuing the Marine adventures. I got sidetracked. I did lots of things in my previous video. I haven't actually posted it up yet, mainly because, I don't know. People would be really salty. I was so lucky. Oh, the amount of 5 stars I got from doing pulls for Odin. Accidentally did 61 pulls here. I don't regret anything, by the way. I got some really good pulls out of that. But like I said, it is a long video. I don't know if people really just want to look at the pulls. We did do the pulls here as well because we need to grab some stuff over there eventually. But in saying that, I was asked. The only reason I did it, by the way, is because I hate this guy. Well, hate's a strong word, but I wanted to get rid of him. He doesn't fit the team as well as Odin does. So what I wanted to do was test him out. But in my opinion, it really wouldn't be a fair test if he was at 10 star and everyone else was at 11 star. Granted, there's only other really one DPS on the team, which is Fuji. So I kind of wanted to compare what he would do against a Fuji. And now, granted, Fuji is probably one of the top 3 heroes in the game for damage. Arguably top 5, depending on your team and situation. Sadly, it doesn't have a skin, so I'd be interested to see if Odin gets a skin too. But yeah, if Fuji had a skin, I think he'd be all-powerful, I'm not going to lie. Like, Crit Daddy just does insane amounts of damage. But at 10 star, you get a good sort of baseline on how strong a hero is. And we'll be working towards getting him ranked up today as well in this video. Now, I think I might have to spend a little bit of gemages, I think, so that's okay. Now, before I begin, though, I'm such a noob. I have to clean my damn bag out again. I just have so much scrap lying around. I can build a lot of 6 stars for food, which is fine. I was aggressively building food the other day. Did I actually build an... Yeah, I built a crocodile. I had to build like 3 9 stars and all this other rubbish. Wrong button. So what we need to do is clear some bag space. It's always a good investment, not going to lie. Buying the additional bag slots is not a bad thing. So we need to do, I want to say like 2 of each should be sufficient. So 2 of each should be enough to get, I think, the 80 slots or thereabouts. So that's 30, and then this will be, it's not going to be enough, is it? No, wait. It might be. This will be 90, I think. Right? 15 each. Math is hard. I think that's enough spots. Let me just check. Have a look. Yeah, should be good. Should be good. Alright, so we're going to go over the limit summons. We have a guaranteed in 63. Now, obviously, listen, if I get any other amazing pulls, like, I would just be flabbergasted. To be completely fair with you, it's already dodgy, the amount that I've gotten so far. I might release the video for certain members only's eyes if you'd like to see the summonings video prior to this one. But in saying that, I don't really care what I get at this stage. I just want the guaranteed. Oh yeah, we got some food. All right. Well, you know, honestly, I need a little bit of food in this faction anyway. So we're 12 short, which means we need to use a 10 bomb. Ooh, maybe we got him before the guarantee. Hancock, okay, good bower. Love the skin on you, but really hard to work in a team. So we need 2 more. 2 more. Yeah, we're just gonna have to spend gems, aren't we? No real way to do it. Perfect way to finish it off. There we go. We have old mate Odin there. Now, in saying that, I think I need... So what do I need to make you? I need a 6-star and a 9-star. We have the 6-star. I don't think I have enough aces. I don't. I'm pretty sure I don't have an ace in the bag. I do have an ace in the bag. Ha! Would you look at that? All right, perfect timing. Don't even have to worry about it. I thought, oh, maybe I have to spend one of these selection chests, which I'm saving for Zephyr, by the way, if anyone is curious. I'm going to be saving up and building him on the account too, and then doing some mixes and matches. because we might have pulled some here. Let me have a look. What food do I have in that faction before I throw away New World Zorro? Not that not that I'm ever going to be building him, but you never know, right? He could be useful in certain parts of the game. Stick him in the tree, and he might actually do something. Bag is full. I think we have enough to build a 5-star. We do. Shark Boy is easy to get. All right, so Shark Boy it is. Keep that guy. Throw this guy away. Put 5 of you in there, and we're good to go. All right. So 6-star, 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 6-star. I was already on the screen, damn it. So we're going to throw these guys in there. Well, these guys are feeder food anyway, so not too much of an issue. Got the 6-star, which is what we needed. Perfect. Let's throw this guy over here. Upgrade. Boom. I said boom. And then we get the E1. Alrighty then. So, the other thing that I was thinking of was testing this guy out here first, and then I'm going to do some upgrades after. I'm going to level up part of the team. If I do, actually, how much food do I need to do you? Just need a 10-star. Okay, perfect. I will definitely go Fuji though. Out of everyone, it's a hard one, right? For the Haki though, or Hakai, depending on how you want to call it, it's probably Hakai to be honest. You could just go with the basic heroism, which is 5% physical damage. Can't really go wrong with that. That's a great one. Combo is sort of a necessary on this guy. You want him to do double combos. And I can confirm that I've seen him do it a couple of times. Now, this is really low, so just be mindful it's only a 20% chance. I would invest getting that a little bit higher. My other thing I would probably say would be Basic Pierce would be another one, which would be fantastic. Now, granted, his ability ignores all... where is his ability? Where is it? Paradise Totosuku. Because he does real damage, he ignores all of defense and inflicts pierce on the enemy anyway. So it does make sense to keep building him around pierce. I wouldn't build him crit. He doesn't really necessarily have to crit to do a lot of damage. Another one would be shock, so he could, of course, disable them. What's the other one that I was thinking of? Outright, I will say that they don't really need to build him for speed. Probably would be Pierce. Pierce would probably be the one that I would go for. Potentially the physical damage as well. I mean, it all works out in the end. So, we need to learn this one. We're going to go with Pierce, see whether or not we can actually pull it from the shop. I wouldn't be surprised if we can't, though. It's a pain in the backside trying to re-roll these things. Magic combo we don't need. Demise is fine. I've got plenty of copies of that one in the bag. What else is there? Dexterity. Ooh, we might just buy Dexterity. That's definitely going on Ace. I want him as quick as possible. Shield. Sure, we can buy the shield. Can I hope I didn't go past the damn thing. Where is it? Can you just give it to me, please? Pierce, there we go. All right. So I'm going to go with Pierce with him. I'll test this out and see whether or not I see a noticeable increase in his damage. So Pierce is just essentially ignoring 10% of the damage. And the reason I was thinking about that is because I know that his main ability does inflict Pierce on the enemy target. But in saying that too, like the more that you can do with your basic ability, your active skill as well on top of that, it probably does stack, in my opinion. It would stack. I know Pierce is one of those things that can stack, so that'll be interesting. That will be interesting. All right, so now that we've set the board, let's go in and fight this guy a couple of times here. See how much damage you actually do against him. So this could, again, be quite interesting. I'm going to set this up a little bit better. And that's the way. Save plan. No, I don't need to save the plan. We'll do a couple of fights here just to test this guy out. And then I'll probably upgrade Fuji at the end of the video. So my main observation, and I said this, I guess, in the first video when I was talking about building this guy, was the fact that he really is designed to kill tanks. So we're going to test him out here the first time around, and then I'm going to maybe have a look at seeing if I can switch some of his, what are they called? Accessories. So I'm going to mix and match his accessories, see which ones really do work. Straight attack bonus accessories definitely would work on him if you have that available. If you're a little bit of a late game player, past the level 120, you'll have access to start building towards your accessories. In saying that, I do feel like there are a couple of... If you were to build this guy for a specific purpose, I think he would shine a little bit more than trying to build him for like an all-round damage dealer. So we know that Fuji is built for, of course, crit damage and crit abilities. So if you naturally don't have members on your support that actually buff your crit chance, then you do need to build him a little bit higher in the raw crit statistics. Now, of course, he does have a lot of abilities that reduce the crit resistance of enemies. So in a lot of ways, he's always going to reach the crit cap. But in saying that, you do want to be mindful to keep him above 70% crit chance at all times so that he has a solid ability. And the reason is because he just has so much crit damage. He just does a lot of damage. So that was his ability to remove his crit resistance, which of course the first time he removed it, and the second time he does it. Now that's of course stackable as well, so you can absolutely capitalize on that. And saying that, I mean, even when you look at the fight as it goes with the enemy Odin at the moment, he is attacking Kaido. So it's very obvious that he is a tank buster. The heal ban is annoying, I'm not going to lie, but it doesn't prevent like secondary heals, so to speak. So it's interesting. I don't think it's as powerful as I would have originally thought it to be, because my heroes are still healing up even though they do have that. So there you go. MVP, same level. Well, I mean, essentially same star level. And that's pretty much the damage output from a raw DPS to a raw DPS. And I mean, Fuji still, in a lot of regards, is going to be doing a lot more damage when you think about it, because he's fighting... Once he does like AoE damage, so to speak, if he's fighting like a full team, obviously he's going to get more chance to do more damage. Again, even Ace was doing a solid amount of damage, which you can't really deny. And he's not realistically a top DPS, but as a little bit of an example, now we're going to think of it from this perspective. If we're going to test this guy out a little bit more, what accessories am I currently running? I'm trying to run the Tank Buster accessories on him, so the Pierce set. And the reason I want to run the Pierce set is I want to really just design this guy to essentially one-shot Kaidos. I want him to kill Kaido. I want him to destroy Biggs. I know that Big will shut him down eventually, and we'll see that in some examples down the track. But my idea is that if this guy serves the purpose of killing the tank, it leaves room for Fujio to finish off the back row and finish off some of the weaker enemies. So we're going to test him out in PvE in a moment. So the other thing too, of course, is it doesn't matter if you run a split set if you can't get these, but try to work towards, say, a Pierce set. Another cool set that you could potentially run if you're just starting out, and you get lucky. Where is it? Shop. Without spending too much of this stuff. To be honest, I don't really want to spend a lot of these additional resources. I want to save them up once we unlock all of them. And by the way, you can unlock everything. Eventually, you can unlock all of the artifacts to purchase. There are a lot better ones, so don't waste your resources on these. Just keep doing them each day and you get them for free. But the other one is Grit. So Grit is, I believe, attack percentage. So you could run Grit on this guy and just boost his base overall attack. Crit works. I'm not going to spend, like I said, like it really just depends on the role. I might actually have a couple that I could test him out. So where is it? Change. I do have some grits. Do I have a grit here? Damn it. That's probably why I was still running him. What's the Star Fury do? That's crit. Courage is defense. Yeah, so we're gonna have to go back to the Fury. So yeah, at this point in the game, like I said, not wasting any resources, just buying some stuff out. I'll be patient. The other thing is, I mean, I guess I could run Magician Killer sets. That could be interesting. This guy here has the Valor set, so he does more damage against fighters. Makes sense why he was doing a little bit more damage against Odin in that solo ability. This one, like, if you don't know, and I guess this is a little bit of a sidetrack, but healers base their heals abilities on their attack percentage, so you definitely want to be running as much attack percentage increase on your healers. It is actually important to try to run them a little bit more attack heavy orientated to boost the amount of actual stuff that they do, because healing really doesn't contribute a lot unless you can convert it into HP. And of course, from the tank perspective, look, defense is the default for all tanks. So at this point, I think that I will be working towards getting a full pierce set so I can do some additional damage against tanks. I don't think I can buy any. Do I have look, honestly, I don't even know if I could re-roll for one. How many? I have none left. Alright, let's just do a random lucky. No, no chance. No chance. So this, I mean, on in terms of spending gems, if you do have some spare gems and you're not saving up for Christmas, it isn't a bad investment early on to spend a little bit on those ones just to see if you can get a full set done. We're at 22540. So what I wanted to do next was test this guy out against some tanks. So we're going to test him out in some PvE as well, see how he ranks up against, say, like a Kuma. Now, the only thing that I would say in PvE, the rule of thumb changes a little bit because these guys have ridiculous amounts of damage. Well, not damage, HP. They have a really huge amount of HP. So it is, yeah. So he did attack one tank, I guess, which was Crocodile. So he didn't go for Kuma that time. It really is the luck of the draw at that stage as well. But for those that I guess are thinking like long term, if you are going to build around, say, one strong DPS, you definitely could afford to run Odin as the secondary DPS because he does have that utility to not just the heal bands, although I can't say the heal bands are huge. At least I haven't really seen the full effect of it in PvP yet, but he does have that burst, okay? And because he's Enma and I don't know what the other one's called. We're just gonna call Ama and Enma. We're gonna make up our own words here. Because they do stack up during the fight, he can actually unleash some like raw DPS type of ability. But you have to remember, like in PvE, it's definitely always going to be going to Fuji. He's just got two more. He's just gonna shut down the targets. He's designed to kill them, and of course he's gonna get shut down here. But it'll be interesting to see just how much damage he can do to Beak. So if you're gonna run this guy, if you're gonna run Odin as your main damage dealer, though, I think you'd probably have to run him around a high crit team. So you definitely want to have, say, maybe a chopper in there, buffing him with the passive abilities of crit. Marco would be 100% the ideal one, purely because he is he's specifically designed for Emperor teams to give them crit. Who else would you kind of want to run him with? You could run him with Shira because she will offer that large amount of like healing capacity, so to speak, with the damage mitigation shields. I think that would probably be a really good fit with her and him together. Maybe I don't even know if Momo would actually work with him. Goin. It would be interesting to see if you could run Goin with this guy because she really is meant for a mainly stacked female team, like a 3-2 split. And the obvious choice for a tank for those that are building Odin would definitely be Kaido, because Kaido does the joint split between HP. Very, very, very powerful ability, to be honest. Particularly if you have like some really, really beefy HP built characters, you can split all of that between everyone and keep everyone alive a little bit longer. But in saying that, the fight, as you can probably tell, is not an easy one shot. These guys have sustain on them. They have a couple of tanks as well, and of course he's getting shut down. So there's not really any way to mitigate that when you have a big on the enemy team. You do have to be mindful if you are fighting bigs. Like you eventually will kill that big in PvP, which we'll be doing shortly after. But if you're like thinking of it from a PvP perspective, it's luck of the draw too. It's positioning. You have a little bit more flexibility because you know your enemy team. Yeah, he did a double paradise there. Managed to finish them off. I think they could have made him a little bit stronger in terms of his ability to, like, if the enemy had say like 40% remain of HP, he could have something similar to Whitebeard with Executioner. They could have added a little bit more in terms of that, I think, but then he really would just be a Kaido killer. He really would. So there you have it. We managed to do. He still did decent damage. Like you can't say that he didn't do decent damage. It was a little bit of a longer fight because we kept getting shut down, and obviously it depended on Fujio doing his thing. Let's have a look in the arena though. Who's similar? We can challenge this guy. Let's give him a fight. Sorry, not a guy. Give him a fight. He's around the same power level. Let's see if we target, of course, his Kaido. The only disadvantage of having Fuji go first in terms of speed is there's a chance that what? Oh, shoot! I didn't do it. Damn it! I didn't put I should have swapped Ryu out. My bad. I have to wait and see. The only disadvantage I would say is if with having Fuji slightly faster is the fact that he is going to target. Well, his AoE ability he has the chance to crit on the tank. They might have more or less HP than the other team by the end of his rotation. So really, it could be a little bit of a gamble. Now, of course, Odin doesn't start off with his main tank busting ability. He just does his front 3-row chop. But there are some elements to it as well. I do think that there's some follow-up potential when Fuji does his solo ability and Odin does his solo ability. There is certainly, there's certainly some cleanup potential, if that makes sense. I don't know if they synergize the greatest, but I can see that there could be some synergy there. Now, people would argue that Ryu is, like, he's decent, he serves a purpose, but when you try to compare him against other DPS around the same caliber, he's just, in my opinion, he lacks. It could just be the same setup too. He is the only champ that I have on the team. All right, so finally finished that one off. Again, Fuji is going to outshine everyone. Now, let me just refresh. Let's challenge this guy again. Oh my gosh, I did the wrong button. I need to set this thing up. While that's happening, let me go into here. I need to throw you in there. I'm going to save it. Yes, thank you very much. Well, got to throw you in there. So while we're fighting that out, can't skip it, sadly. Come here. Come back to me. You go there. We'll save that. Now, the reason I'm doing this formation is it's just the easiest one to explain. You don't really need to get too far into it. You can mix and match depending on which positions you like to run. It really depends, I believe, on the fight. Are we almost there? All right, we're almost there. Oh, this is going to take forever. Who else can we fight? Let's go to the super tier. Let's go into the super tier. If we go to next match, adjust my team. I take you out. I throw you in there. I save it. Let's see if we can find some PvP interestings. These ones there. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not actually. That's an interesting team. Dark. He's got a dark Rayleigh or Rayleigh. I honestly would love to build him and test him out one day. Dark King's ability is look, if I had the money, if I had the money on the other account, I would build him just for shits and giggles. But I have to be patient. I have to be patient. I have to get all of my other original team up to 3-star. And then I can focus on building some other ones a little bit more with the luxury about that. All right. So, Paradise. Who's Paradise going to target? It's going to be, well, it might be Mohawk. It might be. He's got the most HP. No, it was the front row attack. My bad. So his solo attack's definitely going to be Ryu in the back. Because he's got the most HP. Yeah, Ryu in the back. Did the combo. Interesting that you can combo on both of them, which is great. Which I guess everybody knows that can happen. But can confirm the combo does. I don't feel like he did a lot of damage there. Don't feel like he did a lot of damage. He still did damage though. It's not bad. He's definitely a good second tier. If you were to compare him to, I guess, Fuji. We can do a little bit of it spicier though. Let's go with this. I'm going to adjust my squad. I'm going to take Fuji out. Let's throw this guy in here and just see how we go when Fuji's not stealing the thunder. Granted, this guy's team doesn't really have a lot of E1s, but he's fighting a tank buster, so let's have a look. Ryu's probably going to do... Ryu is probably going to do a lot of damage, though. No, he's not. Oh, he got shut down. Perfect bait and switch. All right, now it's your time to shine, Odin. Ooh, look at that. Now, obviously... Excuse me, the enemy big was not like top tier, okay? But still, that's exactly what I want to be building him to do. Even at the late games, I want him to be able to one-shot the enemy tank. Similar to that. Now, I know I might be dreaming, but hey, listen, it's a dream worth pursuing, right? Maximize the tank damage. And he did a follow-up. And then... what can we do? Would have been nice to get to 3 mil this video, but I'd have to build like 3 more... I'd have to build 3 more 9 stars, which we could. So there you go. Top damage, Kodo carrying the team there. So I guess if you were to think, like, could this guy be your main damage dealer? I mean, let's do a couple more fights. Let's see. So that wasn't the, like, I would say the greatest of battles. Oh, okay. This is gonna be a challenge. If he can pull this off and get the W, this will be a good indicator whether or not Odin can be your first slot DPS, not your support DPS. I'm not confident. I'm just not confident. I'm not confident at all. Keep us alive with your heals, Granny. And aced, I mean, do your debuffs, mate. Oh, this is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Divine Fruit. All right, this might be it. Oh, he nearly one-shot Ryu. Obviously he healed all the way up, which is interesting. So Ryu must have had a little bit more HP than Kaido at that stage of the attack. There's a little bit of a gamble there too. Paradise only went once. I don't know if we can win this. Oh, it's got to be a good one though. And of course, his other ability is to cast Bleed on the enemy team too. Alright, now we need to heal up. Oh no, it's all over. I think it's all over. Yep, we needed a Fuji. I feel like with Fuji we probably would have won this one. But in saying that, the test was to see. Fuji, of course, claps Kaido with that crit. Come on. I just want to see you kill one hero. Let's do it. Oh, there was nothing. That was 0 damage. What the hell? Did y'all see that? He literally did no damage. Ah, disappointing. I don't think Ryu has a dodge ability, does he? It almost felt like he dodged that attack. And rebirth, survival, superior survival. I mean, Ace is just a pain in the backside when he keeps doing that. I love it. And lo and behold, Granny stayed alive. All right. Well, there you go. That was a decent fight though. Like when you look at the lineup, um, it would have been pretty impressive had we won that fight. So to cut it short, I don't feel like he could be your main damage dealer. In all circumstances, obviously if you build a team specifically for him though, that might be a little bit different. But you'd have to remember that if you were to build a team just for Odin, it would be heavily stacked with other emperors, so that's expensive. Ideally, and then you could probably get away with maybe running a Shiro as a support instead of say like a Granny. Add a little bit more sustain there. You could probably go. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think would work perfectly with Odin if he was the main damage dealer. If he was the one that was supposed to shine, how would you run that? I am excited though because I will be building Zephyr when he appears probably around Christmas time. I'm going to be saving up all of my tokens to do that. I definitely want to throw him on the team and see just what he can do. And then for me, functionality-wise, I'm just going to build this guy to try to focus on killing tanks. Tanks and front row damage will be my goal for Odin. In saying that, I guess we can all welcome our very first, if I can find him. Do I have enough Fuji copies? I don't have enough Fuji copies, but I do have enough Fuji copies. All right, so we're going to have to build Fuji up. Where is he? I am sort of tempted to save him, though. A little bit of me is tempted to save this guy, just in case next week Fuji's in the rotation. I think he's going to be in one of the rotations in December, so should I just make him now or be patient and wait? Honestly, I'm going to be patient and wait. I am, because I feel like throwing away those additional resources, it just doesn't make any sense. Not realistically for the power game. It's not like I desperately need him, to keep my team alive, like now that we have Odin. Oh, we did upgrade him, so we definitely need to... Like, it's weird that you gave me a Marine Spirit. I don't understand that. That confuses me, like, a lot. But yeah, why are you giving me Marine Spirit? Is it like a multiple one? Can I do it? Can I use it for both, maybe? I'm so confused. Yeah, I don't understand that. It's a Marine material to upgrade 6-star Marine. Yeah. All right, so apparently the game wanted to give me a Marine Spirit for this guy. But like I said, it is kind of worth just essentially saving them up. I'm going to maybe save them up because then I get a free 9-star, which means I could build another 10-star for half the price. And then I could build another one to 12-star. I'm going to have to play it smart. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll let us know in the comment section down below what you think of Odin. What would you build him with if you had the chance? I guess this is a very average team to show him off in terms of mid game, I guess, potential. Late game, he could obviously be doing a lot more damage, be a lot more significant at 3-star than he would be at 1-star. Or 13 stars, if whatever you want to call it. E1, 3 stars. I call it just, yeah. I'm going to call it 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. But a 3-star, he could potentially be like the absolute god tier. I don't know. Don't know yet. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.